If you are looking for a good portable power solution for all your devices like your iPhone, your iPad, and possibly your MacBook, this Cuktech 10k Powerbank just might be the right solution. Now, before I go further about this product, down below are going to be the different chapters so you can jump to your desired section of the video. First and foremost, I want to talk about the design of this product. If you look at this, this looks like a candy bar. So one of those like king size candy bars that you can buy at the supermarket. This is exactly like that. It's got a very nice matte finish and a grippy texture on the backside over here. Overall, I really like this design. The reason is because it's very space saving, whether you are putting it into a backpack or if you are in a tight space when trying to use this connected to one of your devices. This size and form factor is really nice compared to the traditional like rectangle format of different power banks. Right on the front side here, you have a display. This is really nice. This is something that I've been seeing more and more in battery packs in general. So I really like that because it gives you more information as to what's going on with the battery pack itself and also the devices it's charging. Now for this, you have the USB-C port and the USB-A port. And so when either of these are plugged into any device, it's going to display here the power that's being sent out. Also, it's going to tell you the battery percentage left and the battery time left on the battery pack itself. So having that information is just nice instead of getting those traditional light status bars. So traditionally you see those like 4 status bars and you just gauge that, okay, if I have 3 left, then I have 75%. But here you get an accurate reading, and that really helps you determine how much battery you have left on the battery pack itself, so you know when and if to charge it. On the front side here, you have this button as well. So pressing this can show you the percentage. So right now, I have 63% of battery life on the battery pack itself. Now you might be wondering, since there's only 2 ports, how do you actually charge this thing? So the USB-C port is both an in and out port. So when you're charging something else, you can use it. And when you're charging the battery pack itself, you just simply plug in a USB-C here and it's going to charge it up. And it's going to show you how long it expects before your battery pack is all full and ready to go. Now let's move on to why you're here, which is the charging. Charging is important, and this thing is a powerhouse. I'm seeing this more and more in power banks. You have power banks that are capable of 100 watts and 200 watts, which is really nice. This one in particular is up to 100 watts, which means iPad, Nintendo Switch, even your MacBook. The only problem with the MacBook is that this is only going to be able to give it power for about 30 minutes. So you can really only get a little bit of juice pushed into your MacBook. But if you have an M1 iPad Pro, you have a Pro Max iPhone, a Galaxy phone, a Galaxy tablet, this thing is going to be sufficient enough to at least get those things a one-time charge. Now, for the 15 Pro Max, if you are almost dead, 30 minutes of charging is going to get it up to 56%, which is just awesome. That's really nice that you can get half the battery. And if you want to know how much this can charge a Pro Max, is exactly like 1.3 times. Now, in terms of iPad charging, I've got the iPad mini, and this can provide me a good 40% of a charge in just 30 minutes, which is awesome because that's enough to get you out of a pinch. So let's say you have like 10% left on your iPad, 30 minutes, and now you're up to 50%. And that's plenty of juice to work for several hours to come. Now for bigger iPads, I reached out to them and I asked them what they are rating those at. So depending on the size of the iPad, you can get anywhere between 30% to 45% depending on which iPad you're on. And again, in 30 minutes, if you're able to add that much power, that's really not bad. Another thing I love about this power bank is its size. So traditionally, power banks are always like rectangular. You look online, most of them are going to have that shape. This having more of that like candy bar type of shape, not only is it good for storage because you can easily slide this into a backpack, but it's also great for small spaces. Like For example, on an airplane, you don't really have a lot of space to work with that folding tray, right? So you can easily have an iPad on there and then have this next to it and be able to charge and be on your way. So that's where I really liked this shape more so than your typical power bank shape. The other thing I want to talk about is price. Right now on Amazon, I have this pulled up, and see, with Amazon, prices are always going up and down, but right now it's $59.99. Typically it's $69.99, but they also have a $15 coupon available. So that brings it to around like $47, $48, and that's United States dollars. So that's not bad if for something like this that gives you backup power on the move in this nice form factor. Last but not least, should you go and buy one of these? If you have a need for a power bank and are often running discounts on their stuff, I would say give them a go. Worst come to worst, like what? You can always return it. It's not like, you're going to be stuck with this. I personally have had a good experience, and this 10K battery size is like perfect for me and my devices. I mainly use it for my iPad mini and also my iPhone 13 mini. So these two devices, having one of these with me when I'm on the move is more than sufficient. I really hope that this video can help you decide whether this power bank is the right one for you. This has been a solid product for me and definitely one that I'm going to keep. Let me know if you have any questions down below, and if you enjoyed this, please do give it a thumbs up as it really helps me out. Thank you so much for your time. Like always, I will catch you in the next video.